Hi, my name is Oghenetega and I'm the founder at Figorr. The business we call Figorr today started in 2018. At that time was known as Gricd. But I usually like to tell the story from 2020 when we developed motes, which are small sensors that are able to tell the temperature, the humidity and location of perishable assets such as vaccines and fresh produce. This data is relevant to the business owners, enabling them to take necessary steps to prevent losses from happening. Since 2020, we've been able to track well over 200 million items, valued well over $600 million, across multiple sectors, including healthcare, agriculture, and logistics, helping businesses save millions of dollars in assets that would ordinarily have been lost without our technology. This year, we raised our seed round, which was about $1.5 million, led by Catalytic Ventures, and one of the participants in this round was Rising Tide Africa. Rising Tide Africa happens to be one of those angel networks where when they invest in you, you can automatically unlock the Catalytic Africa Matching Fund. And this is how we achieved the 3-to-1 equity-free funding that came in from Catalytic Africa. Like every other startup across the world, Figorr has had its own share of challenges. Take, for example, our primary market, which is Nigeria, has had significant devaluation in its currency in the past 12 to 24 months, which has significantly impacted on revenue. And like every other startup, Figorr has been, aiming to grow beyond its primary market into more stable markets. And in order for you to be able to do so, you require capital. So having access to the capital that we raised this year alongside the Catalytic Africa Fund, that basically helps us propels us into new markets and helps us hit a few targets that we've been aiming for. An interesting opportunity that Figorr has come across while serving hundreds of customers across the continent is one of insurance, or the lack of insurance for perishable commodity. And this is one of the key things that we look to solve using our data. Till date, we've been able to partner with about 6 insurance companies across 2 African countries, now enabling businesses that deal in perishable products to now access perishable insurance for products which otherwise they wouldn't be able to cover in cases of losses. So the funding that we've been able to get would help us take this from where we are to the next step. For budding entrepreneurs who are looking to get some capital from the Catalytic Africa Fund, my advice would be for you to identify the right network. There are a lot of hubs across Nigeria, across West Africa, and I think across Africa that are members of the Catalytic Africa Fund. They can advise on how to go about this. Another way to go about this would be to get your seed capital or your pre-seed capital, whatever you may call it, from one of the angel networks. They are usually domiciled within your country, like ours was Rising Tide, but there are a host of other angel networks scattered across Africa that automatically qualifies you for either the 2-to-1 ratio or 3-to-1 ratio funding. I'd like to say a very big thank you to the ABA network, which is the Angel Business Africa Network, as well as AfriLab for putting together the Catalytic Africa program, because capital goes a very long way in helping startups achieve the needed targets and the impact that we want to create on the continent. So here's me saying a very big thank you.